Well, they say third time's a charm, and this afternoon the Snowbirds are going to find out if that's true. Standing in their way is a team that had one win in the regular season, 2 wins yesterday, and find themselves in the championship game. They also won the championship in 2021. It's the Snowbirds. It's the Bucks. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside Merlis Belcher Place. It's Matt Morrison. Happy to have you along for Championship Sunday as the winner of this one will be crowned 2023 Premier League champions. Face-off won by the Snowbirds and controlled by Will Rathje. They're moving from right to left on your broadcast screen. Goaltender for them, Robbie Huffnagel in the blue jerseys. The Bucks in the bronze-colored jerseys moving from left to right. An early chance for the Snowbirds, but Mitch Deason is able to steer that one aside. Evan Peters with it on the far side. Peters trying to buy himself some space. There's a shot. Good save by Deason. Rebound. Another good save. They score! Josh Grimm on the rebound. Opens the scoring 31 seconds in, and the Snowbirds have a 1-0 lead. So it was a great job by the Snowbirds in the offensive zone to be able to keep the ball alive, and then it was a big rebound given up by Bucks goalie Mitch Deason. Josh Grimm was right there to put home the rebound, and it's a 1-0 lead. The all-important first goal 31 seconds into this one. Face off at center floor. Won again by the Snowbirds, and Brennan Jones tries to backhand that one deep, but that goes into the Snowbirds bench, so the face-off will come in the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Bucks, and we'll move it up, try to get something going offensively as they look for a response. And icing is going to be the call. So Evan Peters will get the assist. Of course, he had the shot. So the face-off will come to the left of Mitch Deason. Nick Reimer will play that one behind the Bucks goal. There's a centering pass. Jeff Bassett with a shot. Good save by Deason, and the rebound is going to be kept alive. Antoine Nadaways with it. Nadaways looking for somewhere to go. He'll send it near side for Joel Thompson. Backhands that one into the far corner for Nadaways. Being watched closely there by Riley Elbert. As that one will go up, and Thompson will track it down. Being watched closely by Keith Mitchell is Joel Thompson. Thompson back up top. There's a shot from Jones that goes wide. And that ball is going to go down the length of the floor. Not enough steam for icing, so Jones will play it around the wall for Holden Knights. Up for Nadaways. Dawson Eskelson stepped up on him. Nadaways will get it back as he tries to push that one deep, but can't. As now here comes Aaron Campbell. That backhand pass ends up on the stick of the Snowbirds captain, Brock Harrison. And that clearing attempt by James Pasternak will go into the Bucks bench, so the faceoff will come right in the neutral zone. Referees Tyler Day, Ray Berezinski. Shots on goal, 5-0 for the Snowbirds so far. As that one will go off the wall and the length of the floor for an icing call, so the Snowbirds will have an offensive zone draw to the right of the Bucks goal. Brock Harrison, Corey Stefiak, Holden Knights up front. As that one goes right on net off the face-off. Deason had to be sharp, and he was. Will Rathje now trying to keep that one in, but can't. And here comes Josh Anderson, the Bucks captain. Slides it across just out of the reach of Luke Brunin. Brunin now with a centering pass. As that ball will go up. Brunin able to knock it down. Backhands one on net. A sneaky backhand from the young Bucks forward, and Huffnagel's able to squeeze that one and hang on. Now here comes Evan Peters the other way with a shot. Goes high and wide. Emile Perreault with it now. Battle for it on the far wall. It's Perreault trying to work that one free. Still a battle for it, and Blake Young is able to find it. Young sends it down low for Peters, and he just missed. Grimm back for Peters. Peters now being watched closely by a Bucks defender. Has lost it momentarily, but he'll get it back, and now he'll slow things down as he looks to set up shop on the far side. Tried to chip that one past, but can't. And that one will go up into the netting and out of play. 11:42 left in the first period. Shots on goal 5-1, still that 1-0 Snowbirds lead. The Bucks got out to a 4-0 lead in that game against the Axemen yesterday. They beat the Ravens 6-0, so this is the first time championship weekend that they've actually been faced with a deficit. We'll see how they respond. Morgan Bogdan over the line, tries to leave it for Anderson, but can't. Back for James Pasternak, long shot, loose ball in front. It's still loose, and Lukian can't put it home, somehow stays out. Good stop by Robbie Huffnagel. As James Pasternak will win that foot race. And he'll just go back behind his own goal for Reimer. Up now for Bogdan on the near side. Bogdan tries to feed Lukian, but Velasquez is able to intercept that one, and now the Snowbirds come the other way. Nadaways, nice pass down low for Bassett, nice backhand, but a good stop by Deason. Anderson with it now, tries to set it far side and can't. Pasternak off the wall for Lukian, tries to feed Bogdan just out of his reach, and he'll peel off on a change. Velasquez will just backhand that one in. Brock Harrison, the Snowbirds captain, in after it. Nick Reimer now behind his own goal. Far side for Damon Williams. Williams wasn't in the lineup for the Bucks yesterday, nor was Mike Bugg, who's out on the floor. Jones behind his own in his own end. Up for Harrison, who chips it up for Knights. Icing waved off. Steffiak will find it. Being watched closely there by Bugg. Gets it back up top for Justin Brotzel. As now Harrison picks up the loose ball. Harrison is going to walk in. Nice pass back for Steffiak. Sends it down low for Knights, just out of the reach of him. As him and Eskelson come together. Knights with a shot from the sharp angle, and Deason got a piece of it. Loose ball in front. Still loose, and Steffiak will now go and chase it down. So now here comes Damon Williams with it. Tries the clearing attempt that hits the Jumbotron here at Merlis Belcher Place. So play will be whistled down. Face out to the left of Deason. Xavier LaBelle with a long shot, and Deason will steer that one into the netting and out of play. So we'll get set to redo the face-off all over again. 9:35 remaining in the opening period. 3 15-minute stop time periods for championship weekend. Loose ball off the face-off. Good job by LaBelle, who's able to keep it in. Tries to send that one down low, but a great job by James Pasternak to block that one. And now here comes Aaron Campbell with speed the other way over the Snowbirds line. Campbell, far side with a shot. That one doesn't make its way through. It was blocked by Grimm, the Snowbirds goal scorer. Peters Brunin able to work that one free. Back for Pasternak. He had a goal yesterday. Good shot and a good stop by Hufnagel. Good job by the Snowbirds goalie to ensure that there wasn't a rebound given up either. Of course, the Snowbirds came into this weekend with a 6-0 record. They outscored their opponents 36-16 through the regular season. By far the best goal differential. The Axemen, who finished in second, had actually a goal deficit of 1. So just to put into perspective about how solid the Snowbirds goaltending was throughout the regular season, the only team in the Premier League that posted a positive goals for and goals against. Will Rathje with it behind his own goal. He'll start up in the middle of the floor. Rathje, nice pass for Nataways on the far side, being watched closely there by Pasternak, of course. James Pasternak for the Bucks, his brother Evan, member of the Snowbirds, bragging rights on the line in that household. Rathje, near side point, sends it down for Thompson. Perreault does a good job to cut that one off. And he'll just try to lift that one up. As now Seth Knoll couldn't handle that one. So Evan Pasternak is with it. Lead feed up for Jeff Bassett. Bassett had that one poked away by Reimer. Oh, no. Now a loose ball as Nataways will receive the pass over the line. Drops it for Thompson with a shot. Good save by Deason. That one kind of handcuffed him, but the Snowbirds were in the midst of a change. So that will allow the Bucks to push the ball in deep as Hufnagel is out of his crease to play it. Brotzel up for Brock Harrison. And that one is going to be an icing call as Reimer was just on the other side of half. Face-off will come down into the Snowbirds end to the left of Deason. Shots on goal 8-4. 7:32 remaining in the opening period. Harrison out to take the draw for the Snowbirds. Wants it right back for Knights with a shot, and that one got blocked by Morgan Bogdan, and that stung him. As Lukian will backhand that one in deep. Pasternak first to it for the Snowbirds. To the line but not out. Liwak down low for Bogdan. Bogdan for Josh Anderson, centering pass for Lukian, and a loose ball, but a good defensive play by Brendan Jones to get his stick in that lane. They love that backdoor play to Derek Lukian, and why not? It works more often than not, but the Snowbirds did a good job to read that one. Rotzel, far side for Jones with a shot. Doesn't make its way through. Rebound. That one goes wide, and Joey Liwak picks up the loose ball, and he'll lift that one out to the neutral zone. Brotzel being pestered by Lukian. Brotzel just gets it in deep, and now here comes the Bucks captain, Josh Anderson. It's a 2-on-2. Anderson with a shot, and he rips it wide. In the 2 games yesterday, the Bucks captain had 7 goals. Pasternak is able to knock down that clearing attempt. Eskilsson off the wall. Bogdan gets knocked down by Harrison, no call. And Harrison will move it up near side for Velasquez. Harrison now in his own end looking for somewhere to go with it. As the Bucks are in the middle of a change, and Brennan Jones will bring it up as he just pushes that one in deep, but a little too far. So icing will be the call. Of course, the Snowbirds scored 29 seconds into this one, but since then the Bucks have done a good job of not necessarily dictating the play, but they've done a good job to make sure that any sort of momentum that was gained from that first goal doesn't take over here. A lot of neutral zone play. The Bucks have had some offensive zone time here as well, and they really haven't let the Snowbirds get any good quality chances since then. Eskilsson tries to play that one around and can't. Centering pass for Peters doesn't work, and now this could be a break if Keith Mitchell can catch up to it, and he does. Good job by Mitchell to beat out the icing call. Had Mike Bugg with him, but was not able to get it to him. Williams with it. Being watched closely by Rathje, so Williams will just send it down low. Bucks look to set up the cycle. Mitchell tries a centering pass for Bug. And now there's a shot, and that one doesn't make its way through as that ball just rolled right to Williams. Bug able to intercept that one. And now here comes LaBelle over the line, being watched closely by Pasternak as he goes and chases down that loose ball. Peters with it now. Centering pass for LaBelle. Loose ball in front. They score! Josh Grimm takes a stick to the face and scores. It's a 2-0 Snowbirds lead. So Josh Grimm just using that big body of his to get to the back door. And was able to bang home the rebound past Deason. He has 2. And it's a 2-0 Snowbirds lead. So I mentioned that Grimm took a stick to the face, and a member of the Bucks, I didn't see the number, is going to go to the box. So it was kind of a bang-bang play, but it's not going to be a power play. But because it's a double minor, and they scored on a delayed penalty, essentially, the Bucks player will still have to go serve it. I can't see what number it is as he's sitting down right in front of me, but it won't be a power play. But the Bucks will be short a man on the bench for the next 4 minutes. Anderson sends it down low for Campbell, and that one just rolled off his stick. Luke Brunin with it. Well, they're going to give the second goal to Evan Peters, pardon me. So it looked like Grimm maybe got a stick on it, but they'll give it to Peters, so that will give Peters a goal and an assist in this one. Campbell with a shot goes off of a stick and doesn't make its way through. Nadaway is with it. Far side. Being watched closely there by Reimer. Thompson with it. For Bassett. That one too hot for him to handle, and now Brunin up for Anderson. Pokes it past Pasternak and will give chase. Anderson and Pasternak come together as Anderson's trying to work it free. Loose ball behind the net. Anderson still with it. Tried to center that one, doesn't work, and Harrison will backhand that one down. It's going to be called a high stick as Pasternak knocked that one down at the line with a high stick. So they changed it to Josh Grimm, which I thought was the case. So that will give Grimm the 2 goals. Face-off will come all the way in the Bucks end, right to the right of Deason. Steffiak wins it back for Knights. Back for Brotzel. Down low for Knights. Harrison with it now. Works it free, tries to centering pass. That one doesn't work. And now here comes Josh Anderson over the line. Anderson tries to work his way through a Snowbirds defender and can't. Pasternak will take a shot that Harrison blocked, and the Snowbirds bench loves that. Harrison the other way. The back-to-back MVP for the Premier League. Jones will send that one back for Rathje in his own end. Knights with a long shot in, and he'll go off and change. There's now Morgan Bogdan in his own end with it. Tries to send it up for Lukian. Rathje was able to intercept that one, and here he comes over the line the other way for Blake Young. And Young had that one poked away. And Grimm does a good job to hold the line. He'll just go D-to-D for LaBelle. Xavier LaBelle will walk in, sends it down low for Young, who just missed. And LaBelle will get it back at the line. He'll go back for Grimm. for Young near side with a shot, and that one gets blocked with the stick of Derek Lukian. And the faceoff will stay inside. So face out to the right of Deason. Face off won by the Bucks, and defenseman Nick Reimer will go around the wall for Lukian, but he fanned on it. So that will allow LaBelle to take a shot, but he rips it wide. As now, here comes Keith Mitchell with it. Mitchell with a shot, scores! Keith Mitchell gets the Bucks on the board, cuts the lead in half. It's a 2-1 Snowbirds lead. And that's a big, big goal for the Bucks to stay within striking distance with 1:51 remaining in the second period, or first period, pardon me. So Will Routhjay tried to play that one at the red line and couldn't, and Keith Mitchell just kept running, was able to catch up to the ball and snipes it blocker side on Robbie Hufnagel, top corner on his off wing. And it's 2-1. Now here comes Mike Bugg off the ensuing face-off into the zone. As Bugg and Bratzel will tie up. Anderson sends it back for Pasternak. Pasternak wanted to shoot, elects not to. Gets it back. Now he takes a shot. That one doesn't make its way through. Williams being watched by Thompson. Thompson now with it. Anderson is able to cut that one off with a shot, save made, rebound, and a good stop by Hufnagel there as well. Anderson tries to centering pass. Williams with a shot, and he just fired it through the crease. Williams tries to send it back. Anderson takes a bat at it from behind the goal, and that one almost took a funny hop and in. Bratzel will now go off the wall, and that one is too far for Jeff Bassett, so the faceoff will come in the Snowbirds' end with 1:01 left in the first period, and the Bucks all of a sudden have a little bit of momentum. They've closed the gap on the scoreboard. It's now 2-1. They've also closed the gap on the shot clock as it's 10-8 in favor of the Snowbirds. The Snowbirds actually started this game with a 5-0 edge in shots. So good job by the Bucks in the second half of this first period to respond. Face-off won by Grimm in the defensive zone. As LaBelle near side with it. Sends it back for Grimm. For Brennan Jones on the far side, who's going to get over the red line and send it in. Knights with a long shot. Deason is able to steer that one behind the Bucks goal, and Reimer with it for Aaron Campbell. Being watched closely there by LaBelle. Campbell will try to spin away from him and buy himself some time. Sends it down low for the Bucks goal scorer as Keith Mitchell is going to walk out in front, tries to send it down low for Campbell. Good job by LaBelle. Mitchell with a shot, and that one got blocked. A good block by Grimm. As Anderson gets dumped in front of the net, and the back official called it. I was looking at the official, Tyler Day, who was right there, and he didn't have his arm up, but referee Ray Berzinski, the back official, did, and the Bucks are going to go to a power play. And rightfully so. I mean, Anderson got mugged right in front of the net. So we'll see who they give it to. It looks like that's Grimm that's going to go off. And it's going to be two guys. So Grimm is going to receive a hook. And Brennan Jones is going off to the box as well. Check that, Holden Knights is going off to the box as well. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 call. And the Bucks are going to take a timeout. 14 seconds remain in the first period. The Snowbirds bench wants the explanation, so official Tyler Day will walk over there and give the explanation to them. Not sure that they're going to like it, but I figured that the rough was going to be called. I didn't see where the hook infraction called. That's what Josh Grimm was called for, but we'll have to see what comes of this. And Jones will send it to the line, but not out. Pasternak with it now, with a shot, and that one goes just wide. Anderson tries to play that one, but can't. As now there's a shot by Campbell, and that one goes just high and wide. And that one's going to go off the mesh and out of play, and they're going to say it went straight out. So 2.5 seconds remain in the opening period. Long shot by Campbell that goes wide, and that's how the first period will end. So 2 Josh Grimm goals gave the Snowbirds at one time a 2-0 lead, but Keith Mitchell was able to respond for the Bucks. They will also have a minute and 46 seconds of 5-on-3 time when the second period starts. After the first period at Merlis Belcher Place, it's a 2-1 Snowbirds lead. Welcome back to Merlis Belcher Place for period number 2. It's a 2-1 Snowbirds lead through the opening 15 minutes on Championship Sunday, thanks to 2 goals by Josh Grimm. But the Bucks were able to answer with a goal of their own, and they also have a minute and 40 of 5-on-3 time. So we'll see what comes of that as they set up in the offensive zone, and a pass down low for Lukian that just missed. As Pasternak was able to get that one down the length of the floor. Deason will come out of his net. Up for Lukian with it. Lukian back for Pasternak now. Down low for Lukian at the near side face-off circle. Lukian with a shot, and it looks like Hufnagel might have got a piece of that. Anderson, far side. Down low for Mitchell. Tries a centering pass, but a good stick by Pasternak was able to get his stick in the lane, and now James Pasternak will bring it up. Near side for Lukian as they just gain the line. Back now for Pasternak. For Anderson, the Bucks captain. Down low for Mitchell. Back for Anderson at top. He's going to walk in with a shot, and that one got blocked by, I think it was Pasternak. But either way, the faceoff will remain inside. 35 seconds left in 5-on-3 time. So face-off won by Anderson. Pasternak now at the top of the line. I'm going to let one go, and a good stop by Hufnagel as that one stuck right to him. And he hangs on. Decent traffic in front of the net, but Hufnagel did a good job to make sure there was no rebound. Face-off won by Anderson, just past Campbell. So he has to go back and get it, but he's able to hold the line. Campbell at the near side point. Lukian with it now down low. Back up top for Campbell. Down low for Lukian. With the pass across for Mitchell just missed. Final 10 seconds of the 5-on-3. Both of the penalties happened at the same time, so we'll go back to 5-on-5 in 3 seconds. Pasternak with a shot. That goes wide. Lukian tried to play that one off, but can't. Both Grimm and Knights are back out onto the floor. There's a shot. That one took a funny hop and handcuffed Hufnagel, but he's able to keep it out. Lukian down low with it. Centering pass. Anderson tries to turn and fire, and LaBelle was able to get his stick in the lane. Long pass now for Knights. Icing waved off. He'll beat it out anyways. And he lost it in his feet. Tries a centering pass, but Campbell was able to intercept that one. LaBelle with it now. And he trips up his man, so now the Snowbirds are going to go to their first power play of the afternoon, looking to add to their 3-1 lead. It's going to be a trip against Seth Knoll. So the face-off will come to the left of Deason. And that one will get sent down the length of the floor. Good early clear by the Bucks. Pasternak with it now, as him and LaBelle will work the points. Down low for Knights. For Thompson. Tries to work his way to the goal. Lost it in his feet. It's still loose. There's a loose, still loose right at the top of the crease. And Bassett finds it and sends it high and into the mesh. I'm going to say that the faceoff is going to remain inside, so a Bucks player must have got a piece of it. Bassett with it for Thompson. Back for Pasternak now, just inside the line with a shot, and that one got blocked by Mike Bugg. Good block by the Bucks penalty killer. LaBelle, far side, is going to walk in. Down low for Bassett, who had trouble controlling that pass, so he'll just dish it back for LaBelle. Is going to want to tee one up, and elects not to. Pasternak will, though. Good stop by Deason. And that one is going to be sent down the length of the floor. Good job by Ruben Beatty to clear that one down. Pasternak is going to bring it up. And now Anderson is going to pick that one off. And here comes Josh Anderson with a shot and a good save by Hufnagel. Of course, Anderson was hot yesterday. 7 goals in the 2 games that the Bucks played. He was in on all 6 goals in that 6-0 win over the Ravens. He had 4 goals and 2 assists. And that's going to be an icing call, as they say that the Snowbirds weren't on the right side of the red line. So the faceoff's going to come back down in the Snowbirds' end. Face-off will be to the left of Hufnagel. 28 seconds, remain in the Seth Knoll penalty. Harrison and Mitchell will tie up on the draw, and Grimm will find it and send it cross floor for Antoine Nataways. Pasternak will send it down for Liwak. Nataways with it now. Back up top for Bratzel. He'll just go D-to-D near side for Rathje with a shot, and that one got blocked by Bogdan, and that stung him. Great block by Bogdan. He's going to have to get ready to potentially do it again. Noel is back out onto the floor, so the Snowbirds 0 for 1 on the power play so far in this one. Harrison with a shot. That one doesn't make its way through. Bogdan was able to get in the lane there as well. Mitchell will send that one down the length of the floor, and that one will have enough for icing. So the faceoff will come back inside the Bucks zone. But a couple of big blocks from Morgan Bogdan. Loose ball right off the face-off, as Deason had to be sharp and was. And now here comes Damon Williams. Williams now over the line. Back for Anderson. Pasternak around the wall for Young, and he'll flip that one forward for Evan Peters. Peters with some space on the left-hand side. Tries to make a nice move around his man. Good job by Eskelson. Snowbirds able to keep possession, but that shot got blocked. Good block by a Bucks defender, as they're getting in the way of a ton of shots so far in this second period. LaBelle will get over the red line and send it in. That one will roll all the way around as Nataways will catch up to it, being watched closer there by Reimer. Nataways trying to get that ball to settle down on a stick and can't, as LaBelle will have to go back into his own end and chase down the loose ball. Snowbirds got a couple of fresh legs on the floor. There's now Thompson. Nice pass for Bassett, who was able to split the defense, but a great job by Eskelson, who was able to get back and get his stick in the lane and knock it free. Good job by Dawson Eskelson, the former Snowbird. LaBelle does a good job to keep that ball in. Only momentarily, though, as the second attempt gets out, and here comes Anderson. Has Brunin with and tries to get it to Brunin. Brunin is able to find the loose ball, turns and fires. It's loose. Anderson trying to jam away at it, and he's still jamming away at it, and Hufnagel finally able to cover it up and keep it out. Josh Anderson on the floor still had a chance at it, as he was able to get in a couple of whacks as the ball was loose. And Hufnagel is able to shut the door to keep this a 2-1 game. Pasternak with a long shot that rolls to Hufnagel, who's able to glove that one, and we'll get set to redo the face-off all over again. Face-off won by Keith Mitchell, the Bucks goal scorer. Rathje with it off the wall. Pasternak is able to hold it down momentarily, but Harrison's able to find it, and he just gains the line. Sends it in deep. Steffiak and Mitchell come together, and Mitchell is able to find it. The Bucks goal scorer. Mitchell will leave it now for Aaron Campbell. Had that one swatted away by Bratzel. Now here comes Mitchell. Tries to send it down low for Brunin, but Harrison is able to intercept that one. And now here comes Knights the other way, but a good stick by Pasternak. Able to block that one. Steffiak will step into one, puts it wide, and Knights was bearing down for the rebound, but Deason is able to swat that one away from him. Intensity picking up here in the second period. 7:15 counting to go. Brunin near side. Tries to get that one to settle down, tries to chip it to himself and can't. As Young for Will Rathje with a shot and a good save by Deason. Rathje trying to step up for the loose ball. But now there's a shot for Peters, scores! Evan Peters from the high slot is able to rifle one home past Deason. The Snowbirds restore their 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 with 7.5 to go in the second period. So it's a good job by the Snowbirds as Brunin was unable to get it out for the Bucks, and the Snowbirds were able to get a decent cycle going, and Evan Peters was able to let one go. That just beat Deason low on the glove side. There's Reimer with it. He'll just leave it for Derek Lukian near side. Tries to chip that one away for Anderson. Icing waved off, so Huffnagel will come out and play that one up for LaBelle on the near side. LaBelle. That one gets cut off by Reimer, who's able to move it up for Anderson. Anderson for Lukian. Lukian with a shot and didn't get everything on it. That one almost rolled in. Huffnagel left it. And that one didn't miss by much. Lukian with it now for Bogdan. Bogdan is going to let one go. Scores! The Bucks get it right back. Morgan Bogdan. And it's once again a 1-goal game. It's 3-2. So very similar to the Evan Peters goal. Bogdan was just in the slot, and big Josh Anderson was providing the screen in front of Huffnagel, and I don't even think he saw it. And Morgan Bogdan gets on the board, and it's now 3-2. So good response from the Bucks. As you know that the Snowbirds just have all this offensive firepower, so you want to try to keep their big guns off the scoreboard as much as you can, and you want to try to keep the score as close as you can, and so far in this one, the Bucks have done that. Because now here comes Bogdan the other way. Lukian is going to be offside as he had an assist on that goal, as did Joey Liwak. Josh Grimm and Will Rathje got the assists on the Evan Peters goal. So the face-off will come on the Buck side of the neutral zone as Derek Lukian was just a step offside. Now Holden Knights picks up the loose ball in the neutral zone. Knights busting to the net and a backhand shot, but a good stop by Deason. It's a good job by Knights picking up that loose ball at half and coming in. Did a good job to get a good backhand shot away, but Deason is able to shut the door. So the face-off will be to the left of Deason. Harrison out to take the draw versus Mitchell. Knights with a shot and a blocker stop by Deason. Velasquez down low for Harrison behind the Bucks net. Liwak will find it and move it forward. Rathje is going to pinch down and he'll cycle it back for Knights with a long shot and a good save by Deason. Rathje, him and Mike Bugg are in a battle for it. Loose ball and Liwak will come in to support and pick it up. He'll just move it up the wall for Damon Williams. He leaves it for Mitchell. And that one will get sent down. Justin Brotzel, first man to it, but Mitchell is right on his pocket. Mitchell looking for a centering pass, and he just missed as he had Mike Bugg alone in the slot. And Harrison gets over half, leaves it for Knights. Harrison tries to move it forward for Velasquez, but can't. Velasquez will give chase. He gets hauled down by Bugg, no call. And now Aaron Campbell, middle of the floor for Bugg, tries to move it for Williams, but can't. That's now Blake Young over the line the other way. Grimm will pick it up and fire it into the open corner. Young will play it off the wall, working on Pasternak. And Pasternak will move it up for Williams at the near side. Now far side for Bugg, who will backhand that one in and go off on a change. Aaron Campbell giving chase, but Huffnagel will throw it around the wall, and it'll come out for Young. Tries to get it ahead for Peters. Good job by Pasternak, able to make a play on that bouncing ball. Brunin will now send it in. Huffnagel again out of his crease to play it. And here comes Pasternak. Near side for Young. He'll just push it in deep. Beatty will win that foot race between him and Evan Peters, and Anderson now will backhand that one up for Campbell. Campbell over the line with a sharp angle shot steered aside by Huffnagel. Brunin will play it back behind the net for Campbell. For Anderson with a shot and a big block by Young. Anderson gets it back, and the second shot I think was blocked as well. That one was able to get to Huffnagel, but that one was blocked as well, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Robbie Huffnagel. So the face-off will be taken in the offensive zone by Anderson. As that one will be sent down the length of the floor, and we'll get set to do the face-off all over again. 4:07 remaining. The Bucks have actually overtaken the lead on shots on goal. They're out shooting the Snowbirds 20-16, but Robbie Huffnagel, who's been good all season long, continuing to shut the door. That face-off won a little too cleanly, as Nick Reimer is going to have to go all the way back in his own end to chase down that rolling ball. Reimer tries a long lead feed, and that one's past Campbell, so this time it will be an icing call against the Bucks. 3:48 remains in the second period. Thompson out to take the draw versus Anderson. Tie up for it. Bissett tries to knock it down. And now Nataways is able to find it far face-off circle. Tries a centering pass, but Beatty was able to block that one, and now there's a battle for the loose ball. There's Bassett for Nataways, being watched closely there by Anderson. And now Anderson with it. Bassett tries to play it low, and that one will get sent down. And will that have enough for icing? It will, so they'll get set to do the face-off once again in the Buck zone. Face-off will be to the left of Deason. Stefiak out to take the draw for the Snowbirds. Knights is going to let one go, but that one got blocked by the stick of Mitchell. And now here comes, well, Lukian was going to touch it, but it was going to be a high stick. And Lukian will just end up playing it. There was no way that Snowbirds defenseman Evan Pasternak was going to play that one. Lukian will just elect to play that one, and we'll get set to do the face-off back in the Buck zone. 2:59 remain in the second period. Shots on goal still 20-16. Both of these teams have done a good job of getting in the shooting lanes. I think the Bucks have probably blocked a few more shots than the Snowbirds in this one, but either way, we've got to lay it all on the line for the championship, right? And now Pasternak will send that one into the netting, so that faceoff should come outside as it went straight out. No, it didn't go straight out. Faceoff will remain inside. Well, faceoff will come outside, but the zone is still set. So I was kind of half right there, which is typically how I operate, and the Bucks are going to send this one down for another icing call. Once again, face-off to the left of Deason. Not sure how many of these in a row we've had. 2:44 remains in the second period. Face-off one back. Pasternak is going to tee one up, and a good blocker stop by Deason. Bogdan with it. Up now for Lukian, and that one's going to be an icing call as well, as it just rolled past Derek Lukian. So we'll get set to do it all over again, back in the Buck zone. Championship weekend, of course. 3 great games yesterday, and it's hard to believe that we're already in the 3rd season of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. League founder Justin D'Entremont on the far side of the rink, handing out 50-50 tickets. Doing his job to help out as well. Takes a whole team effort. As bouncing ball, Harrison scores! The Bucks are trying to wave it off, but Brock Harrison was able to put that bouncing ball in. Berezynski and Tyler Day are going to have a discussion about it. The Bucks right away were adamant that it was going to be no goal. And I'm not sure that, yeah, they're going to call it a goal. So Josh Anderson, the Bucks captain, is going to receive the explanation from official Tyler Day. A little bit of a bouncing ball that I think Harrison maybe played with his hand. And the Snowbirds restore their 2-goal lead with 2:18 left. So yet again, another 2-goal lead for the Snowbirds. As now Anderson tries to answer back. The Bucks have been good at making sure that this lead doesn't get too out of hand, and they've done a good job of responding, so we'll see if they're able to do that again. Peters with it now, near side. Pasternak will get the assist. Peters now with it. Tries to turn and fire, sends it wide. And here comes Anderson over the line. Far side for Bug. Rathje with it. Up for Grimm now. Far side for Young, who sends it in deep. And Ruben Beatty, first man back. Up for Williams off the wall. That's now Thompson with it, able to fight off a stick check. Thompson runs out of real estate, so he'll try to come out the other way. Centering pass for Jeff Bissett doesn't work. Thompson will get it back, and now he'll let one go. That one doesn't get through. Loose ball in front. Bassett whacking away at it, and that one goes just high and wide. Grimm now will fire that one across for Bassett, but it doesn't work. And that will allow the Bucks to slow things down. James Pasternak now up for Beatty. Beatty up for Bug. Anderson just had that one skip over his stick. Still with it is Anderson. As he gets knocked down by Rathje, no call. Now Thompson will try to feed Nadaways. Trying to gain some room. Just Jeff Bissett now sends it down low. Loose ball in front, and it was sitting right there in the crease, but a good job by Liwak to pull that off the goal line. Anderson and LaBelle will come together. As now here comes Campbell. Lead feed for Brunin. Icing waved off. Must have gone off of a Snowbirds player. As LaBelle with it now behind the Snowbirds goal. Final 10 seconds of the second period. And now Anderson trying to work it free, looking for a shot on goal. Anderson gets taken down. No call. No, there is going to be a call by the back official. Tyler Day was able to have it. It's going to be a tripping call. And the Bucks are going to start the third period on the power play. It's their 0.6 seconds remaining in this period. And Jeff Bissett is pleading his case here as well. So 0.6 seconds, maybe a time for a quick shot. As Brent Weens is heading over to the penalty box as well. Not sure why. But either way, that's how the second period will end. So the intensity is ramping up here. Would you expect anything else on Championship Sunday? We're through two. It's a 4-2 Snowbirds lead in the 2023 Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League Championship. 15 miles to go, or could we potentially have more? The Bucks are going to need 2 to tie if they want that to be the case. Welcome back inside Merlis Belcher Place for the third period of the 2023 Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League Championship Final. It's Matt Morrison, happy to have you along. It's been a great first 2 periods in this one, and hopefully the third period is the same. The Bucks will start with 2 minutes of power play time. And they've been pretty good at responding so far throughout this one. They've been down by scores of 2-0. They were able to come back, make it 2-1. Then they went down 3-1. Were able to make it 3-2. But now it's 4-2 for the Snowbirds. And nothing like a big power play opportunity here to get started if you're the Bucks. Anderson, Keith Mitchell, Derek Lukian up front. James Pasternak and Nick Reimer will be on the back end. Check that Aaron Campbell on the back end for the Bucks. As Blake Young is able to intercept that pass, and he'll chase down that loose ball. Being watched there by Pasternak. It's Mitchell in to help out and support, and he's able to take the ball, and he'll dish it off to Pasternak, and we'll bring it up the floor. Pasternak will leave it for Lukian. Back now for Pasternak as the Bucks look to get set up in the offensive zone. Minute 15 left in the power play. Campbell with it on the far side. Aaron Campbell waits down low for Lukian at the goal line. Back up for Campbell, top of the face-off circle. Back down low for Lukian, a centering pass. That one looked like it went off the foot of Josh Anderson and gets sent down the length of the floor. The Snowbirds are changing, so they'll get some fresh penalty-killing legs out. And that ball will roll all the way back down to Deason, who comes out of his net, and he'll move it up for Keith Mitchell. Mitchell on the near side. Chips it ahead for Anderson. Anderson gets rubbed out by Pasternak, who's going to take over the ball, runs into Lukian behind the goal, not able to get the ball out. There's a shot from Liwak. That one handcuffed Huffnagel, and Lukian first to it. Tries to get it back for Liwak, who does a good job to step up and keep that ball in the zone, and that second clearing attempt is going to work, however. 20 seconds left in the Brotzel penalty. Campbell for Mitchell with it now. For Lukian, back for Mitchell. Mitchell is going to step into one, and that one goes wide. Loose ball is Anderson, and Knights are in a battle for it. Knights is able to find it, and that one is going to go down the length of the floor for icing as Justin Brotzel stepped out on the floor just in time. So the face-off will be to the left of Huffnagel. Brunin out to take the draw versus Harrison. Harrison will win it straight back for Will Rathjay. Seth Noel able to find that loose ball. He's in a battle with Jones. Brunin with it now. He's tied up by Rathjay. Noel will come in to help out, but that one gets worked free, and Velasquez will go off the wall on the far side. Beatty will track it down. Tries to set it up for Brunin, but he misses that one, so that will be an icing call against the Bucks. The face-off comes back in the Bucks' end. Face-off will be to the left of Mitch Deason. Knights picks up that loose ball just inside the blue line. Now he's going to center a pass for Velasquez. Good stop. Loose ball in front. Knights, somehow it stays out. A big stop by Mitch Deason. No one, the horn had gone off. Ray Berezitsky right there to make the call and say no goal. And Tyler Day will confirm that it is indeed no goal. So a great stop from the Bucks goalie. As Knight's backhand, he had an opportunity at that open net, and Deason was able to get a piece of it. A great stop to keep this a 2-goal game. Now Knights with a shot. That one steered aside by Deason. Mitchell with it. Up now for LaBelle. Williams trying to work that one free. Loose ball at center floor, and Knights will pick it up, get it over the line, but then lost it. As Rathje is now back. So now here comes Mitchell. Knights able to poke that one away. Harrison now. Over for Velasquez. Deason will come out of his crease to play that one. Ball on the far side as Williams will poke it free for Bug. Mike Bug trying to get that ball to slow down. Now he'll try a centering pass. Huffnagel was able to break that one up. Joey Liwak with it near side. Goes back up top for Eskelson. Wanted to shoot and elects not to, and now Blake Young in all alone. Blake Young hit the post. He had Deason beat. Young is going to get another opportunity, but Deason comes out to the top of his crease to hang on. Blake Young slowed it right down and had Deason beat, but put it square off the pipe. And it remains a 4-2 Snowbirds lead. As Eskelson tried to make a play off the line, he actually ended up falling down, and that allowed Young to come in all alone. As now Bogdan tries to go off the wall. That one doesn't work. He'll get it back and chip it in as Brent Weens back for it now. Him and Lukian get tied up. Bogdan able to come away with it, and a shot and a good stop by Huffnagel. Anderson works it back for Pasternak at the point. A long shot. That one goes wide. Looked like it might have hit a stick. As now Peters will try to track down that loose ball. Lukian with it for Beattie. He'll just send it far side for Anderson. Anderson with a blast, and that one goes off the side of the net. Anderson will track down that loose ball. Trying to play keep away, look for somewhere to go. He'll give it back for Pasternak. Long shot doesn't get through. Beattie tries to make a play on it, but can't. And now Peters the other way. Over the line. Good stick by Pasternak to break up that pass, but Jeff Bissett will now get it down. In comes Bissett. Backhand chance. Good save by Deason. It's loose, and Deason lost his stick, so just grabbed it with his blocker and keeps this a 2-goal game. The Snowbirds are pressing as they want more insurance with 10:07 to go in the third period. Face off, cleanly won. Bissett with a shot. Good save by Deason. It's Mitchell now for Campbell. Lost that one. Hadaway's with it now. We'll send it down for Thompson. Hadaway's spins away from Liwak. Tries a centering pass. Campbell able to intercept that one with a burst of speed. Here he comes. Campbell trying to push it forward. Good job by Campbell with a shot, and then he sends it wide. It's now Pasternak and Nadaway's bump. Nadaway's able to push that ball in deep, and now he's able to keep it in. Knights back for Nadaway's at the far side. He'll just go back up top for LaBelle, who's going to walk in and take a shot. Good save by Deason. Ball goes straight up, knocked down by Campbell. And Campbell will play that one off the wall. Takes a Buck-friendly hop to Keith Mitchell, one of the 2 goal scorers for the Bucks in this one. Knights now with it the other way over the line. Drops it back for Velasquez with a shot, and a good save by Deason, who hangs on. As the Snowbirds continuing to put the pressure on here with 8:54 remaining in the third period. Beating now with it. Eskilsson. Up ahead for Harrison, who missed that one. Bug trying to beat out the icing call, and he does. As Harrison's clearing attempt around the boards got cut off by Williams, who's going to walk in. Nice move by Damon Williams, who comes out the other side of the net. Williams now tries a centering pass, but that one got broken up. Eskilsson finds it, looking for a lane. That one got blocked by Knights, and Stefiak will find that loose ball, and he'll just send it down the length of the floor for an icing call. So the faceoff will now come back in the Snowbirds' end to the left of Cooper. Anderson out to take the draw for the Bucks in the offensive zone. Was able to win it back for Liwak, who sends it all the way around. Harrison is able to cut it off at the front of the net. That one bounces in front, and Huffnagel will just put his glove over top of that one and hang on. So we'll get set to do the face-off all over again. It'll be Josh Grimm versus Josh Anderson. Grimm for the Snowbirds, 2 goals in this one. That one's one back for Reimer with a shot that goes just wide. Loose ball right off the wall. It's still loose as it goes straight up. And Anderson and Pasternak are in a battle for it. And now Williams and Pasternak are in a battle for it. Williams gets knocked down, no call. Peters tries to beat out that icing call, and he will. Backhand centering pass doesn't work as that one got intercepted by Reimer, and now Anderson the other way. Too far for him. Grimm will pick it up in the neutral zone. He'll go far side for Young, who just gets over the Snowbirds line. Nice pass back for Grimm, who took that pass on his backhand and had it just roll off of the stick. As now Williams will pick up that loose ball at center. Gains the line. Tries to drop pass for Anderson, but that one got intercepted, and Pasternak will send it in deep. Thompson and James Pasternak now in a battle for it, and Ruben Beatty will find that loose ball. He'll just give it back for Pasternak, and he'll go up the near side for Lukey and missed him, however, so icing is the call, and we'll have a face-off back in the Bucks end. 4-2 Snowbirds still lead. 7:05 remains in the third period. Of course, the Snowbirds have been to the championship 3 straight years, including this year. They lost to the Bucks in 2021, lost to the Axemen last year. Bissett with a shot off the draw, and that one goes into the netting, so we'll get set to redo the face-off all over again. So looking to change their fortunes this year are the Snowbirds. Capped off a perfect regular season. They were 6-0. They outscored their opponents 36-16, which is pretty impressive in a 6-game season as well. Thompson will track down that loose ball. Now Bogdan over the line for Josh Anderson. LaBelle blew a tire at the blue line, so Anderson tries to get it back center in front, but can't. Thompson and Beatty now will tie up for it. Anderson works it free. Back for Beatty, but Thompson is able to find it, and that one will get moved up for Nataways, ahead for Jeff Bissett. Bissett now tries to send that one across for LaBelle. He got tied up. Good job by Lukian to get back and get his stick in the lane. Nataways near side being watched by Beatty, trying to buy himself some space, as he'll just go all the way around the net, and he'll work it to the far side boards now, still with it, and he'll just dish it back for Thompson. Thompson down low for LaBelle at the near side. Leaves it for Jeff Bissett. Bissett back for LaBelle. LaBelle with a shot and a good save by Deason, and the Bucks will just send that one down the length of the floor and ice it. But a good stop by Deason off a good look from Xavier LaBelle. So it's been all Snowbirds really in this third period. I shouldn't say for the entirety of the third period, but for a good chunk of this third period, it's been all Snowbirds. As they're content with just keeping the ball in the Bucks' zone, icing it if they have to, and holding on to this 2-goal lead. Pasternak with it, as now that one will roll free. Austin Pasick with it, makes a nice move on the line. Here comes Pasick with a shot, and a good stop by Huffnagel. Huffnagel got a piece of it, might have rolled off the post as well. Luke Brunin being watched closely there by Steffiak now. As Steffiak is able to win that battle only momentarily, and he lost it, but Harrison is in there to support. That one gets worked free. Pasick tries a centering pass. That gets intercepted by Pasternak. And now Velasquez will try to flip that one up for Knights, and good job by Eskelson, who was able to get back. As Knights and Eskelson are in a battle for it now. Knights still with it. And he'll just give it back for Steffiak. Now back up top for Pasternak with a shot. That one goes up. It's a battle for it. Still loose. Knights scores! Holden Knights, and then he punched Dawson Eskelson right in the face. And now Joey Liwak is going to come in and stand up for his teammate. As he scored and turned around and suckered Dawson Eskelson right in the face. But it's a 5-2 Snowbirds lead. So he'll go and sit. And Liwak will go and sit for the Bucks as well. So Ray Berezitsky, Tyler Day will talk about this one. And Eskelson will get up. And we'll see what comes of this. 4:54 remains. It'll be a 5-2 Snowbirds lead. So time is running out here for the Bucks. That's a big, big goal for the Snowbirds. As they're still in a discussion about this. Brock Harrison and James Pasternak, the captain and assistant captain for their respective teams, are waiting. And you know the Bucks are interested in what this call is going to be. So this is a deep discussion here between Ray Berezitsky and Tyler Day, and I think they have finally come to a conclusion. So James Pasternak and Brock Harrison will get the explanation. So we'll see if the Bucks get a power play out of this or if they're going to be offsetting minors. It was Knights that laid the initial punch on Eskelson, and that Joey Liwak came in, so they'll sit So it looks like it's potentially maybe coincidental, so I'm not sure. So we'll see what comes of this. As both of these teams are at their respective benches here. And now the Bucks bench wants an explanation. So there's a 4-minute penalty up beside Liwak on the scoreboard here. And I would assume the same for the Eskilson. Nothing up on the scoreboard's end of the Jumbotron yet. And it looks like Eskilson is going to head off to the box here as well. So somehow it's a 5-on-3 for the Snowbirds. And so they're up 5-2. They have a 5-on-3 power play here as well, or 5-on-4 power play, pardon me. And it'll be a 4-minuter, so there's 4:49 remaining in regulation, 3:55 on the Jumbotron penalty. And we'll have the announcement of the penalties. So Liwak and Knights will get 4 minutes for head contact, and Eskilson will get 4 minutes for spearing. So that's what the extra penalty was for. And the Snowbirds are going to be content to just throw this around for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. There's a shot by Rathje that doesn't get through. As now Anderson tries to poke that free. Somehow is able to get it free. As now there's a shot and a good stop by Huffnagel. The ball is loose. And Anderson with an extra whack, but Huffnagel able to shut the door. So 3:55 remain, 3:02 in the Liwak penalty. Face off one forward by Mike Bugg, and now Harrison plays it far side for Jeff Bissett. Bissett over the line. Back for Pasternak. Harrison now with it. And he'll just slow things right down. Harrison. Pasternak with it now. Back up top for Harrison. Noutaways with it. Now there's a shot by Thompson. Good stop by Dietzen. As Beatty is in a battle with Noutaways for it. Ball will roll back to Harrison at the far side point. Being watched closely there by Bugg. Sends it down for Noutaways. As now Thompson is with it. Back up top for Noutaways. Pasternak now. Back up top for Harrison. Pasternak sends it down low for Bissett. Bissett will turn back. Final 2 minutes of this power play for the Snowbirds, and Pasternak will just slow it down. Back for Harrison as they're content to just pass this one around. And that one was a little too hot for Nataways to handle. Beatty can't get it out. Beatty does a good job to intercept that one, and he moves it up for Bogdan. Here comes Morgan Bogdan over the red line for Bug. Bug with it. Tries to send it down low for Bogdan. Harrison is able to intercept that. As now Bissett will break it out the other way. As he'll push that one forward for Peters. Evan Peters in all alone. Back for Nataways. Rebound scores. Jeff Bissett on the rebound. It's 6-2 Snowbirds with 2:11 remaining. And that very well should do it. As it's a 4-goal lead in the championship game for the Snowbirds. So, because of the penalty situation, we'll have to make sure that all of that is good. And it looks like it is. There's LaBelle with it now. As now Campbell's able to steal that one, and that one almost rolled off the stick and in, but Huffnagel was there. Final 2 minutes of this one. And the Bucks are going to pull the goalie. As that one will roll down for icing. So Anderson out to take the draw for the Bucks versus Corey Stefiak, and he wins it right back for James Pasternak. Down low for Mitchell. Down low for Lukian with a chance, and that one will go straight up into the netting. It was a good pass by Mitchell. And Lukian out that back door was almost able to put it home. Face off, one back. Campbell down low for Lukian. Centering pass for Anderson with a shot, and he sends it just wide. Rathje with it now behind the net. He gets tied up. Mitchell tries to play it out the other side. As Anderson and Rathje come together. Campbell with it. Far side point. Lets one go. That one doesn't make its way through. Brunin and Stefiak are in a battle for it now. As LaBelle is in a battle now behind the goal. Ball comes out, but Velasquez is able to find it, and he just chips it off the wall. Campbell does a good job to hold the line. Tries to send it back down in, but that one gets intercepted. Stefiak ahead for Velasquez. Lukian trying to win that foot race, and he hauls down Velasquez in the process. It's going to be a penalty. 57 seconds left, and Derek Lukian is going to go and sit. Good hustle by Lukian, but just got a little too tangled up with Velasquez, and it's going to be a tripping call. So now Austin Pasick will win that face-off, tries to start out the other way. Rathje is able to poke it away at the line, and here comes Josh Grimm. Big game for him. He had 2 goals, a couple of assists for Grimm as well, as we're into the final 42 seconds. They're going to call it a hold on Lukian, hold, trip, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't much matter. Penalty by almost any standards. As Noel tries to push that one in deep but can't. Grimm turns and fires it to an open corner. As now Nick Reimer with it over the line. Reimer has that one roll away. LaBelle up the wall. Final 10 seconds of this one. As Peters over the line. Being watched closely there by Knoll, and that'll do it. So the elusive championship that got away from the Snowbirds, third time around, they finally are able to capture it. They cap off an undefeated season, including the game yesterday and including this championship game today. They finished the 2023 season 8-0, the first perfect season in Premier League history, with a 6-2 victory over the Bucks. For the Bucks, it was a magical run, as maybe a run that a lot of people weren't expecting, and they fell just short as they ran out of steam here on Championship Sunday. And with that, that wraps up another season of Premier League ball hockey. So a big thanks to all the teams, all the volunteers, a big thanks to obviously all the players, all the fans. It really is a team effort to make this thing tick, and it all came to an end today. It was my pleasure to be the voice of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League for the 2023 season. Hopefully I can talk to you in 2024. My name is Matt Morrison. Thanks so much. Once again, the final in the 2023 Premier League Championship game. The Snowbirds 6, the Bucks 2.